there, love. So I went ahead to use my pattern to cut my fabric, and this is the layout of my fabric: my front part, my upper, and then the lower, my back, and my down part, which is my skirt part. And I'm going to go ahead and start arranging it for sewing. So the first part I'm going to start arranging is my front down part pattern, which is basically like my skirt part of the pattern. So I went ahead and unpin it, and then I'm going to pin it together, the fabric itself, and then I'm going to join it, sew it together, and either top stitch it or you serge it. So just give it a straight stitch like that, and when you're done, we're going to go right back into the upper part of the pattern. So I'm just pinning my center front together, and I'm going to sew like that. When I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and add my two sides, and then I'll sew it together. And when I'm done doing this, I'll do the same thing on the lining part. So guys, I need a suggestion to serve you better. If you want me to be showing steps on how I sew some of those fabric pieces, please tell me in the comment section so that I will know which one is good for you, because I just felt that I don't want to waste your time. That's why I'm not showing you step by step how I sew. But if you really make a suggestion in the comment section, I would really put it to consideration. Thank you. So after that is done, I went ahead to sew a straight stitch on my underbust of the cup, and then I'm using it to gather it together. When I'm done, it's just a light gathering actually. So when I'm done, I'm just going to pull it through to form that little gathers, and then I'm going to start sewing it on the cup. So when I'm done sewing it on the cup, it looks like this, and at this point I would go ahead and iron press it well. When I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and place it aside, take my back piece and sew it together. So guys, I went ahead to sew the back piece together. I've joined it together, and this is my front piece and this is my lining part. This is also my lining part for the back piece. Guys, please, I made a very terrible mistake here. I think the whole of this video is just telling you that you should not make this mistake that I made. I actually cut lining from my fabric, which actually reduced my fabric, so please don't do that. So this is my back for the down part. So I'm going to place both back together like this, and then I'm going to sew it at the waist. So when I'm done sewing it, I'm going to place the lining on the back like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and sew the neck part. After I sew the neck part, I'm going to join it to the down part. So notice here, I'm not sewing the two together, I'm just sewing one of it, which is the main piece. I'm sewing the main piece to the main piece of the down part. So if you've been following most of my tutorial, you know this is how I finish my piece, just to get a very neatly finished piece. Now to my strap, I went ahead and cut 1.5 inches, and then you can make it as long as you want. So I went ahead and sew it, turn it inside out. I'm going to place it in a strategic place at the neckline of the front, so that I'll use it to tie it together there. It's just there, not doing anything. It's just a style on its own there. So I went ahead and turned this inside out, and then I'm going to place it there before I actually do the neckline of the front. So you can see this is where I pin it. So I pin it so that the inside of the strap will be out like that, and then it's just the tip that will be showing here. And then I'm just going to mark my 0.5 allowance out, and then I'm going to use it to sew this. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and sew my neckline, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn it inside out. So when I'm done doing that, this is my zipper area. I want to go ahead and finish my zipper area. Don't forget that I have went ahead to sew my neckline for the back, and I'm going to go ahead and fix my zipper area. Notice that if you wash the down part like that, I went ahead and pressed it inside by 0.5 inches so that it will be easy for me to stitch at the end of the day. So I really don't know that I don't show step of this zipper finishing, but if you're just a normal regular visitors on my YouTube channel, you already know how I finish this. So if you don't know, please just go ahead and watch most of my previous videos, and I'm so super grateful that I did not finish the rest like that. So here is a twist. I went ahead and pinned my lining together and sew it after I finish my zipper. So this is just like the first time I'm doing it in any of my video. I've never done it before. I used to actually finish it in such a different way, but right now I just learned this way in this video actually. So I don't know why my brain just clicked to do this. So I think it's a nice thing. I'll keep doing this. So when I'm done, the 0.5 that I iron inside is what I'm going to use to just pin it down, and then I'm going to turn it inside out. Like I'm going to turn it to the front, and from that waistline on the front, I'm just going to go ahead and stitch on it. Then it's going to automatically stitch at the back. So when I'm done, I'll go ahead and iron, press it well, and then go to the sleeve finishing. So the whole of this dress actually is the sleeve, and I said I made a very big mistake by using lining as my fabric, as my main fabric. So I was supposed to have enough of sleeve here. I don't have it. I don't have enough. I just realized it, and it's so sad. So we're still going to go ahead and finish up. So the first thing you want to do, you want to have a very big sleeve cap. So you know I'm adding 2 here, but if you want to do your own, please go ahead and add 4. You can even go ahead and add 5. So when you go ahead to add this, depending on how big you want your sleeve, at the length side add your sleeve length, and then at this side you see me ruling, this side I'm ruling down, add whatever it is you want to be the width of that sleeve. So you can see I'm just doing normally. I just drew it from from the place that the armhole line is stopping, from that place I wrote down. You can add 6, 7 from that place, and then from your elbow line, mine is 6 from what I measure here, you're going to make a mark there, and from that mark you just rule it straight like that. Where you rule straight is where you're going to be putting your bias binding, just like you see me do, and then you're just going to pass either you want to pass an elastic, or if you want to make it more elaborate, you can pass a rope, a strap there. So but I'm going to be using elastic actually, and I'm going to use it and sew like that, and then I'll go ahead and fold my edges and top stitch it. So another thing I did in this video, my kneecap, okay guys, my sleeve cap, I went ahead to run stitch through it because I want to pull it in such of like elastic way, like I want it to form gathers. So you see guys, if I have a very big sleeve now, it's automatic formed what I actually intend for this video to form. Again, I'm so sorry that you could not see the exaggeration of what I want from this sleeve, but if you just follow along doing this same thing I did in this video, you're going to get a elaborate sleeve. So at the end of the day, this is going to look. So I think you will need about half an inch for your sleeve. So if you're making a sleeve that big, don't use your fabric, your 3-yard. Don't use any one of your 3 yards for your lining. Thank you. Please subscribe, like and share, and follow through the instructions. You're going to get the sleeve right, and I'm going to make another videos especially for the sleeve. I'll just be sewing the sleeve. I will not be sewing the dress down. Thank you for following and liking and sharing and commenting. See you in my next video.